guys, Cap here. Some of you might know me as DJ. Look, I'm here to talk about stage and rule sets, particularly that in Queensland, and how I feel about them and how we should move forward. Now, I know it might not be my place, but I thought that I'd want to get my thoughts across. If you agree with it or not, you can bring up a discussion about your point of view as well, and I'm going to try and be as respectful as possible. Firstly, I just wanted to let you know what the rule set is in Queensland at the moment. It is 7 stages, 2 counter picks, those being DuckHunt and Dreamland, and having a 5-stage neutral with the leftover ones, and I think that's a surprise to a lot of people. That's what we've been running for quite a while. I think what will surprise people though, or what people might not know, is that we have 2 bans and Dave's Stupid Rule counter picking. That's what I have a particular issue with. It involves the other 2 stages, DuckHunt and Lylat, somewhat, but I'll get to that in a little bit. Now, first off, you'll probably realize Dave's Stupid Rule and 2 bans effectively gives you 3 bans out of the 7 possible stages. Now, that's not so bad in itself. I mean, that would effectively leave 1 neutral stage over and then 3 other stages, and so you could pick the neutral stage as the loser. But that also means that you cannot get a counter pick if someone wishes to ban out all of your stages. I mean, that's assuming you get any of the triplats in the first place, because someone's going to ban out both of the Battlefield and Dreamland, or both of the flat stages of FD and Town and City in the first place if they want to avoid those. Now, this is where Lylat and DuckHunt come in, because I feel like Lylat is supposed to be the 3rd triplat stage, and I feel like DuckHunt is supposed to be the 3rd flat stage, meaning if someone bans Final Destination and Town and City, you can always pick DuckHunt, and the same with Lylat for Dreamland and Battlefield. Now, the big problem with that I find is people are more than willing to do that. People are more than willing to give you Lylat or DuckHunt instead of the other 2, because they don't really constitute that stage. I mean, Lylat is as much a triplat counter pick as much as DuckHunt is a flat stage counter pick, and I feel like those have separate reasons for why they don't count as much, because yes, there is a lot of flat land on DuckHunt, but there's also no Z-axis, there's also the tree, there's also the bush, there's also the dog that comes up when you kill the birds, there's also the birds. And Lylat has numerous problems that are being worked on that I feel like, yes, people are learning the tilts, but there's also the fact that there seems to be just strange interactions with the map. You've seen people just get hit and then knocked off stage and suddenly dead. Yeah, that move might have killed them, but they just disappeared from the map. Or people going through the map and without clipping. There's a lot of strange things that go on with that stage, and I don't think it constitutes a triplat. Now, let me be clear at this point. I don't think those are bad stages because of those things, because of those hazards, because of those exploits that you could perhaps use. I feel like they have roles for some of the characters that are really effective. I know that Sonic loves Lylat because he can juggle all day, and he doesn't really mind the tilting because his spin dash is still going to work. And I know that Diddy Kong loves DuckHunt because he's got plenty of space to run around and throw stuff at you. Same with Captain Falcon. So it puts me in an impasse where I'm like, well, I don't like these stages personally. I think they're broken, but I also feel like they don't help picking bans. Yeah, some characters will love to pick those stages against you, but for the majority of the characters, you are left with neutral stage being Smashville the majority of the time, and there's not much else you can pick. So I feel like it's super limiting for a lot of players, a lot of characters, and what I found when I went to Victoria was that, yes, DuckHunt was gone, and I was happy about that. They had Lylat instead, and I also liked beating duels, maybe that had something to do with it. But bias aside, I felt like having 1 ban was a lot more effective, because at least 1 game you would be able to get your counter pick off as a loser. as it stands, I feel like the winner has the advantage once they've won the first game, and you can essentially be stage locked to the only neutral stage, or the neutral stage that you have left over. I don't feel like that's how pick and ban should go. I know it's been said before that 2 bans and Dave's 2 rules is super restricting, and this is basically me saying I agree, and I want to bring this discussion up again because I want to change in Queensland, and I feel like the meta for us promotes going a lot of different characters, which, you know, I'm not trying to say that's a bad thing. If we decide as a community that's what we want, I'm all for it, and I'll try and learn as many more characters as I can. But I feel like you're getting stage locked as a character. If you're a solo main or even a duo main, you're getting stage locked a lot and forced to have to play on your bad stages or go the same stage over and over again. So that's all I really wanted to say. Follow me on Twitter and tag is @BingersPrime if you see this. If you disagree, good, you know, let me know in the comments or whatever. Hit me up. Awesome. How do I stop recording?